Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a corn dog casserole. I'll be starting the recipe off by melting down 2 tablespoons of butter in a skillet and sauteing 2 cups of thinly sliced celery. After sauteing for about 4 minutes, the celery is just starting to soften up, and I'll be adding in 1.5 cups of sliced green onions. After an additional 2 minutes of cooking, the onions are just starting to soften up, so I'll go ahead and transfer these into the bowl I have waiting here on the side. Next, I'm going to be lightly browning up 1.5 pounds of hot dogs that I quartered lengthwise and then cut into thirds. As soon as some of the hot dog pieces start taking on a golden brown color, you can turn off the heat and add this straight into the bowl that has the onion and celery mixture. I've allowed the hot dogs to cool down for about 5 minutes, and I also removed 1 cup of the mixture here. I'll be moving on to the cornbread part next, and starting off with 2 lightly beaten eggs, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1.5 cups of milk. Once the eggs are completely stirred into the milk, I'll be adding in the hot dog, celery, and onions. Next in is 2 8.5-ounce boxes of prepared muffin mix and 1.5 cups of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Once this is completely mixed together, it gets transferred into a 3-quart baking dish that I've lightly sprayed with cooking spray. It can now be topped off with that reserved 1 cup of the hot dogs and an additional 1/2 cup of the sharp shredded cheddar cheese. This is now ready to go into a 400-degree oven where it's going to bake for 30 minutes or until it's a light golden brown on top and it's cooked all the way through in the center. Once the casserole came out of the oven, I did allow it to sit out on the counter for about 10 minutes just to cool down a little bit. And I did have to cook it about 20 minutes longer, but I think it's because my dish is so tall that it just took a little bit longer to get it to cook all the way through. And all I did after 30 minutes is I lightly covered it with a little aluminum foil so it wouldn't over brown on top. But now all I have left to do is dive in and try it out. Overall, it definitely does remind me of a corn dog. The flavors are really well balanced in here. The celery, I don't really notice it unless I find a little pocket where there's a larger amount of it. And then I definitely can pick up on the flavor of it. If you're not a big fan of celery or you just don't want to add it in, I don't think it would make that big of a difference to it. I do like the onion flavor in here. It's nice and subtle, and it kind of carries out through the whole dish. Overall, this is a really good addition, something I will definitely be making the next time I'm craving a corn dog. But that is going to be it for me for the day. If you have enjoyed this video, leave me a comment down below. If you tried this recipe out, let me know how it turned out for you. And as always, thank you all so very much for joining me today. I've been Volker. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.